Capricorn, welcome to your October 2023 monthly reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump in and we're going to take a look and see what is going on with you for October, the spooky season. Let's take a look. All right, interesting so far. All right. This may be a very interactive month for you when it comes to your relationships here, whether that's love, whether that's platonic, friendships, or business partners. Let's see, let's keep it going. What's going on here, Capricorn? This last row I'm going to pull will be intuitive predictions, other things you can expect. See. Interesting. All right, let me move these cards up so you all can see here. All right. It's quite an interesting read. I think a lot of you are well, I never knew a Capricorn that didn't have a lot on their plate or didn't like to have a lot on their plate. I think you guys thrive when it comes to work ethic and stuff like that. So I think this month will be a heavy work ethic month. And there's something that you're really working hard toward or working hard on this month with this 10 of Wands in the future position here. And by the end of the month with the Knight of Wands, I see you kind of being ecstatic or eccentric here or fired up here or motivated even as well to continue what it is that you're doing here. You're like catching like this momentum, like you're catching this fire here, metaphorically speaking, like you're catching this fire, like it's like you're on fire basically, like you're doing really well. You have this time to do it differently, go beyond what you have done before. And I think you're ready to let go of some things. And I think you're ready to let go of some things and do things differently. I think you're ready to shake things up a little bit here, especially when it comes to like your everyday sort of mundane affairs. I think you're really wanting to transcend that. Some of you may be having a hard time surrendering to something in particular this month, or even right now I'm kind of picking up here as well. Like you may be having sort of like this, I wouldn't say too difficult of a time, but just this ability to be able to let go, surrender, and be introspective. I think a lot of you are constantly feeling like you need to do something all the time, which is very Capricornian. But sometimes I think it's like just being still could also provide you with a sense of, I think being still can provide you with a sense of purpose as well. So you have this Page of Pentacles for your overall energy here for the month. There's something new I get here that you're working on, something that you've sort of started recently or you began recently. And so I think this is just you really adding on to it, right? Applying yourself, working on it. You're very dedicated to whatever this is. And I just think you're trying to overall grow here. Queen of Wands is in your current energy at this time. So this is you really coming through. A lot of you really embody like that Queen of Wands energy. I'm getting here that you're just creatively expressing yourself. You're creatively taking action. You're wanting to do things that you actually enjoy. And so when it comes to these things in your life to where it kind of feels like you've been on the hamster wheel or you've just been sort of doing it in this very systematic way, I'm picking up that it's like you're ready to let that go. I think you're ready to shake things up here. I think it's important to kind of to follow like your intuitive nudges here, Capricorn, because I think they're nudging you in the right direction. But it's like the more, sometimes you choose to ignore it and then you kind of feel lost. So it's like when the intuitive wave comes, it's like the universe wants you to surf it. King of Cups, right, in the challenge. It's like the intuitive wave, learning how to intuitively surf the wave of life. And then once the wave comes, the Page of Wands as your advice is like catching the wave. catching the wave here. Interesting. You do have this ten of Wands in the future position. This is the workload that I was talking about, like the work ethic here. You're very dedicated to something and you're willing to stick it out. And it's like you may be tested this month, but the Ten of Wands is like we all have a burden of responsibility. Let's just say you want to be the next best, greatest actor, the next best, greatest podcaster, the next best astrologer or tarot reader or whatever, you name it. It's like you're going to have trials and tribulations, but as long as you stay clear and focused on what it is that you want and you remain faithful to your vision and what it is that you're dedicating yourself to, then it will come to fruition. And that's what I see here. It's just like, you're just having to, push it, keep it going. But it's like you're catching like this streak, right, of like fire with this Knight of Wands and the outcome here. I'm even getting like a very adventurous energy here for you for the month of October. Like you really wanting to explore outside of your comfort zone, take newer approaches to things, try different things. You have the Strength card here in the position of something that you're unaware of. I think it's important to let go. I know you get a lot of crap for being the sign of like wanting to control everything and all that type of stuff, which could be very true on the shadow side of Capricorn. But I think this is more so you here like needing to surrender here, because you do have this Be Still card, and sometimes you kind of may feel like you always need to be in control of things, whether it's the way you approach certain things. And I just think the universe is like wanting you to like surrender, allow for spontaneity to come through. I think that's what you're learning here. You pulled this 12th house escape card, and the 12th house is the house of loss. The 12th house is also the house of escape, retreat, wanting to do introspection, wanting to kind of disconnect from the world and sort of go within it's got the very hermit energy, wanting to sort of like dive into your inner world. That's the goal of the 12th house is, dive into the inner world. But it's like the more you try to avoid like letting go and surrendering and or avoid like being introspective, then it's like you start to feel lost and you kind of want to escape reality and do all these weird things, right? People numb themselves out. A lot of people have 12th house placements. It's kind of it's hard to do. It's hard to work with because it's so abstract. It's everything that is the total opposite of this material reality. It's like totally spiritual, totally energetic energy, and it can feel very much confusing sometimes, and sometimes we just want to escape. But it's like you need to lean into it, dive into your inner world and being introspective, because I think that's going to unlock something here for you or show you something about yourself that you didn't once see before. And so I'm seeing here like you really shaking things up and wanting to shake things up this month. You have this time to do it differently, go beyond what it is that you've done before. And so if there is anything that you want to do, I would do it. Page of Wands as advice is take the initiative. If it's something that you're passionate about, something that you care about, take the initiative. And the Knight of Wands, you'll be able to trailblaze here. Now let's take a look at this last row, and I'm going to clarify this, of course. You have this Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords here in your in the intuitive predictions row. And one thing that I'm picking up here is I see a lot of you really living life the way you want to live it. I'm also seeing an increase in your revenue and your finances, and maybe you earning more money this month with that Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles reminds me of like very much like the 11th house in astrology. 11th house is where the ability to be able to enjoy ourselves out in society, like whether we're going to like an entertainment place or we're going shopping. It's like how society benefits us, right? But it also is a house of income and revenue. So it's like what you do with your income and your revenue, your lifestyle, the way you treat yourself. I see a lot of you really treating yourself here, and enjoying the blessings and the fruits of your labor here with this Knight of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off. But I'm also seeing you here as well, Capricorn, like put your foot down when it comes to, or just making sort of this conscious decision here to not live your life from the expectations of others, but living your life that's authentic to you. Five of Swords is when we need to learn how to disconnect from people, places, and things that really aren't authentic for us and true for us. And it's about taking the initiative in the direction of what's true for us. Because you may be feeling like pressured to like do things a certain way or live your life a certain way because you may feel like you'll, upset certain people. But I think here it's like you're realizing like, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm gonna do what it is that I want to do. So let's clarify this, Capricorn. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. Any specific question that you have, I answer it. It's tailored specifically to your question. The link's down below. You can click that link. And you can book right there on my website. The readings are on sale too. Also, I want to say too, I just did an astrology video for today. So if you're watching this video today as I've uploaded it, September 28th, if you want to know the astrological forecast, I highly recommend you watch that video that I will put in the comment section. I'll pin it. Yesterday I forgot to do that. I don't know. I just totally forgot. But nonetheless, I'll put it there today. All right. Let's take a look, Capricorn. What's going on? Eight of Pentacles. I think that I can't speak. Eight of Cups here on the Page of Pentacles for your overall energy. Yeah, I think overall for the month, this is you sort of learning to be present, be still, and make the most out of your present moment. A lot of you are learning how to live in the present moment. I know this isn't like, the fairy tale maybe readings that you watch and stuff about your lovers coming in next month and you're gonna win the lottery and all this type of shit. Don't be misled. I think, though, the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups is you understanding that in every single present moment is an opportunity for you to grow. The Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, this is the Page of Pentacles and an energy of understanding that he can make magic in the moment, in any moment, in every moment, and everything does have a significant meaning if you're willing to look more deeply and you're willing to become more consciously aware. And that's what I really see you doing here for the month. And I think you're just... It's quite the exploration here. It's quite the unraveling of a mystery this month. Clarify this Queen of Wands for your current energy. The Hangman. Yeah, you are in a process of major self-transcendence, and I think you've reoriented your energies, and now you totally understand and have the conscious illumination and the awareness here that you're unique, you're you, and you're gonna live how you want to live. You're gonna live your life the way you want to do it, and nobody's gonna tell you otherwise. Five of Swords. Nobody's gonna tell you otherwise, right? All these weird standards and expectations, and this may not even be something that's actually going on externally, right? Maybe this is just like sort of like this subconscious programming that was programmed into you at such a young age, when it probably was happening, when people place expectation on you or whatever the case might be. You're deprogramming. You're getting rid of all that stuff. A lot of you have done a lot of deep, unconscious, like you've got rid of a lot of unconscious clutter. Clarify this King of Cups for Capricorn's challenge. Page of Cups here. Intuitively, it's like learning how to trust your intuition, learning how to be more introspective, and also learning like when the time is ready, like when you're ready to act. Because it's interesting, it's like sometimes in life we just have this like intuitive wave that'll hit us and be like, and it'll be very spontaneous, and it'll be like, hey, you should do that video right now, or you should talk about this right now. And sometimes as a Capricorn, right, you are very much, you like a system. You like to be observant, you like to be critical, you like to be analytical, you like to be objective, and you like to kind of have a systematic way of how you do things and approach things. So sometimes in spontaneous energies, or when intuitive energies hit, you kind of detach from it first, right? And you analytically kind of look at it. But by that time, the intuitive wave has left, right? And I think you can catch the wave if you learn to trust your intuition and go with spontaneity a little bit more. But hey, you do whatever you want, Capricorn. You know, I'm just a tarot reader. Clarify this Page of Wands. The Five of Cups as your advice here. Yeah, don't let anything hold you back. Everything from your past no longer serves you anymore. And you have great things on the horizon. And maybe you've given up on certain things. And I think this will be the month to where you start to engage with those things again. And it's like you're not giving up this time with the Ten of Wands, or you're not giving up on yourself. You're sticking to something. And because of that, I think it's going to be paying off. Look at that, Ten of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Wands. That's double clarification there. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're having faith and remaining patient, but also I think it's like through this process, it's like you're generating more results here. Clarify this Knight of Wands and the outcome for Capricorn. The Knight of Cups, this could be like a knight in shining armor or a love interest coming into your life. Or just somebody you could be meeting, it could really be anybody, but I think this is you like fulfilling your prophecy. I think this is you. And what I mean by prophecy is like if you have a vision and it's like you stick to the faith and you see things through, that's just fulfilling some sort of prophetic vision, fulfilling your prophecy. Right? And so it's like something's destined for you this month, and I see you like aligning with your destiny. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. Pursuing something actively with passion, actively with love. And yeah, this could be something romantic as well. So if you want romance, or if you're already dealing with a person, I just feel like there's some passion and energy here. So Strength card, Knight of Pentacles in the position of something that you're unaware of. I think it's important to, again, like this is about being vigilant and patient. Knight of Pentacles with the Strength card energy, if you combine these, this is a person that understands that patience will pay off, that good things don't happen overnight all the time, and that paying attention to the details and being practical over time will build momentum and will create something that will have high value and that will sustain and be able to, and that will preserve itself for a long time, right? So good read. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Let's get into the intuitive predictions. Yeah, if you've been having any type of like difficulties, I think this could be you like coming out of like a difficult state when it comes to like money and stuff like that. I think a lot of you could be, again, like, maybe you're having trouble or something like that. I think this is you coming out of that. So that looks good. Some of you, if you've been unemployed, I think this is you finding employment. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands here. I think there could be some travels as well. Very spontaneous travels. I'm seeing something about a podcast here for some of you. Like maybe you're like a podcaster, or you're using your voice, or maybe even the written word. Maybe some of you are writing a book or something like that. I see you very actively engaged with the intellect. So with speaking, speech, writing. Some of you may be into like cars and stuff. Four of Cups, Five of Swords here. Yeah, I just think you're not. It's like you've allowed people to really. I'm seeing here like what I'm picking up on this prediction right here is like sometimes you guys don't want to seem like the villain, but it's like I think you realize like it's like, well, like can I, like you're realizing like I need to be myself. Like if I can't be myself and I'm always worried about hurting other people or walking on eggshells, and I'm not telling you to be arrogant or brash or do anything stupid, right? But I'm saying like I think you're realizing here like, why am I like caring about other people's opinions of me? Why am I caring so much how people view me? Why am I letting the world or people stop me from pursuing what it is that I want, and stop me from living my life in the present moment? So Yeah, it's quite an interesting read, quite an interesting month, I feel, for you, Capricorn. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you a reading right here, Capricorn. I appreciate y'all for watching. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Click the notification button bell. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. Leave a comment down below if you have anything you want to say about the reading. I always do read the comments. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description as well. And also be sure to check out the daily report that I did today. So, and that'll be in the comments. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Capricorn.